26. It is Thursday, December the 4th, 2025. It's 9 p.m. at night. Today's episode is titled Christmas is not magical for everyone. Real Talk Live. So Christmas is not magical for everyone. Real Talk Live. So welcome in, everyone. Tonight's live is a little bit different. I'm mixing it up a little bit. Christmas is everywhere. As you can see in the background, I've got Santa in the background. I've got the Christmas tree in the background. We've got the lights. We've got the Coca-Cola adverts. Holidays are coming. You know the scripts. You know the advert. People pretending that everything is perfect. It's the most magical time of the year, they say. Of course, there's a lot of positives towards those things, but not for everyone. The truth is, the reality is, as good as Christmas can be, and as fun as Christmas can be, and I'm not discrediting those things at all, Christmas is not always so magical. It's not always so magical. It's not always so bloody perfect. And that's okay. That's okay that it's not perfect. That's okay. That's real. That's being real. It's not going to be perfect. A lot of the time, it's mixed emotions, isn't it? It could be mixed emotions for a variety of reasons. So I'm going to get into it. So I'm going to talk honestly, of course, as always. So let's move on to the next section, guys. I'll speak the best I can. It's the pressure to be happy. That pressure to be happy during Christmas, especially Christmas. Oh, cheer up, it's Christmas. Everywhere you look, people are forced into this holiday spirit. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be too much of a Scrooge here, because I know that Christmas can be good. It can be positive. Nice gifts, nice meetups with family. It can be positive, but it's not always for everybody. It's not always that Hollywood picture, the movies that we see, Christmas, and it's all this, everything's perfect, Christmas time. That's the reality is, it's not always like that, man. It's not always like that. Family dynamics can be messy. People could miss people, like people have had people pass away. Christmas can be a very sad time for some people too. It's not always Christmas is magical, Christmas is perfect. The reality is, it's not always. If you agree with me or disagree, that's fine. But it's like we're forced into this holiday spirit. But the reality is that some of you are dealing with stress. Some people are dealing with stress. What is that going to look like? How's that going to manifest? Stress. You could be a dad, a mum, or whatever, a parent. Not everybody is. I'm not, but some people are. They've got the stress of having to work extra because they need to pay for presents, or they might not have a job and they can't buy any presents. That could be really challenging for some people, couldn't it? Stress. I think Christmas itself can be stressful. December itself can be stressful. It's cold. It's wet. You go to work, it's dark. You come home, it's dark. You work long hours. You're buying all the presents. It's not all magical. I'm being really cynical now. I probably sound like a Grinch, but I'm being real. Loneliness is another one. Loneliness is a big one. Let me just go to the comments. Emanuela, hi, oi, says Emanuela. Emanuela, hi anyway. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Good for you to join us. And I've got a Rubio. I hope I said your name right. Question mark. I'm talking about Christmas and about how the Christmas can be challenging for some people, that it's not always perfect, Rubio. That's what I'm talking about today. So loneliness is a huge fucking one. A lot of people are on their own at Christmas. Not everyone's got family. Some people don't even celebrate Christmas. That's another topic entirely, isn't it? Which is absolutely fine. But a lot of people are lonely. They don't have anybody. And this loneliness is I can't say the word, sorry guys, exacerbated by the fact that imagine you're living on your own, you don't have any family or friends, and then you see everyone else going to family dinners, Christmas dinners, everyone else buying each other gifts, and you're on your own. some people's loneliness can be exacerbated during Christmas. It can make them feel even more alone than they normally would be, which is sad. It can be sad. A lot of people are out there on their own, living on their own. That might be their own fault. Might be no fault of their own, but it can be sad for some people. And also, I know it sounds a little bit dark, but the suicide rates go up during Christmas by about, I don't know how many times more. Depends on the country, depends on the year, but it more than doubles. Maybe even more than that. Suicide, sorry, but Christmas can be sad for some people. And I get it, loneliness. Another one is grief, mate. Grief. So how's that going to look like? It's going to look sad, isn't it? Basically, you could have had your partner, wife, husband, or whatever it is, or your grandparents, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter, a family member, a close friend, and they're not at Christmas with you anymore. Grief, and you just remind you of the family that you used to have, and you don't have them anymore. And then you see other people with their families enjoying themselves. That is going to, it's exacerbation of the grief, exacerbation of the loneliness. For some people, not for everyone. I'm not saying Christmas is horrible, by the way, because it's not. It can be really good. But it can be harsh, of course. Another one is, I'll go to the comments in a moment, guys. 1 second. I'll just read this bit. Money worries. People worry about money. Even myself, I do, because you're thinking, oh, I've got to buy all these presents for everyone, for my nephews, for my nieces, for my mum, my dad. It's nice. I've got people to buy presents for. Don't get me wrong. But there's money stress. There's a lot of pressure in the Western world, especially. Think about England. Think about America, maybe. Not so. Maybe other countries could be different. But there's a lot. It's like a celebration of capitalism, isn't it? It's not about baby Jesus anymore or Christianity. Not that I'm trying to promote those things, but it's not. It's more about buying things, capitalism, let's say. Another one is family tension. Family tension. Is every family perfect? No. Some families pretend to be perfect, but they're not. Do they sweep things under the rug sometimes? Families, yes. Is there going to be tension sometimes? Oh, God, there's going to be tension. Not everyone's going to get along, potentially. Maybe some families do. Maybe some families are just perfect, like in the films. But the reality is there's going to be potential tension within families, especially when you're including alcohol and you're drinking. Of course, I'm going to go to the comments, guys. 1 moment. Callum says, hiya, guys. Hiya, Callum. Hope you're okay. Good to have you with us. I'll try and be a bit quieter, sorry. Luca. Hi, Luca. How are you? My name's Brad, by the way. Callum says, I don't like Christmas. Why don't you like Christmas, Callum? No pressure. That's absolutely fine. I think a lot of people don't. Not everyone likes it for a variety of reasons, and that is okay. It's like society expects you to, doesn't it? It's that wonderful time of the year. Holidays are coming. Yada, yada, yada. Cheer up, it's Christmas. There's a lot of pressure. We Love Sushi says hello. Hello, We Love Sushi. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I appreciate you all. Callum's is saying stress and worry. What would you be stressed about? What would you be worried about is the question there, Callum. I think money stress is a big one. Yeah, I feel better when it gets to January. I sound like a Scrooge. Oh, well. We Love Sushi saying, guys, double tap. Yeah, thank you. Double tap. Money mainly, yeah. Especially, Callum, in today's financial climate, in today's in the country as it speaks, and things are getting more expensive. Cost of living's going up. People don't have as much money, and some people don't even have jobs anymore. So it can be, yeah, I get it. I completely get it. I'm going to type a question in here quickly. The question is, guys, does Christmas feel peaceful or stressful for you this year? I'll just type it in. And it's also, imagine if you're going shopping and it's like it's like a rat race on steroids. So everyone's rushing to the shops to buy presents, to buy extra food. It's extra everything, isn't it? It's extra, extra, extra. That's what it feels like sometimes. Don't get me wrong, though. I know I'm sounding very negative. It can be good. Christmas can be great. It has positives as well. But does Christmas feel, excuse me, peaceful or stressful? Let me just type this in. Or mixed is the question. I'll put it up there in a moment. Let me type it in. There we go. So Sandra's giving me another perspective here. I respect that. Sandra's saying it's what you make it. That's very true. It's what you make it. It's what you make it. You're giving a more positive spin on it than I am today, Sandra. I respect that, though. Absolutely. I'm talking about the challenges that Christmas can present for some people, but it is what you make it. You can make it fun. You can like maybe appreciate the smaller things with regards to that. Callum saying hello to Sandra. Cool. Roger saying, I don't know what that says. Rotherov, I can't say that. You don't like Christmas. Why don't you like Christmas is the question. And that's fine, man. I get it. I absolutely get it. Callum saying my rent's gone up by £250 now. Yeah, it's probably due to bloody hell, that's painful, Callum. Mine's probably going to go up soon too, Callum, if it makes you feel any better. It's been going up gradually over the years as well. I think it's to do with I'm not going to go too political now, but it's with regards to how Labour has changed its policies and everything, hasn't it? The budget. And it's almost like, I'm not going to tax the working class or whatever, but it's done stealthily. So they'll put policies in place. They'll put the fees onto landlords, to say it really simply. That then filters down to the people that are renting. And who are the people that are renting a lot of the time? They're the working class most of the time. So they pay the bill. But the Labour will pretend to not tax the working class. We're not taxing the working class, but they are doing in a stealth. In a stealth-like fashion. Give me more. Hello, give me more. You're saying peaceful because I'm skint. Can't give what I don't have. At least you're at peace, though. Taking the pressure away. I suppose that sentence there says, I accept the fact that I'm skint, so I won't be able to buy much presents or any presents, and that takes the pressure off, and I'm peaceful with that. You're calm with that. Give me more. Yeah, that's a good thing in a way. I'm interpreting. Sandra's giving a more positive spin on things. Thanks, Sandra. You're slowing down and realising what matters. Thank you, Sandra, for giving a more positive spin on what I'm talking about today. Slowing down and really realising what matters. Yeah. Having a few days off. Having Christmas Day off. Yes, it can be good. I get you. Sandra's saying hi to Callum. Sandra's then saying, Mr. Gold would agree with me, LOL. I don't know if Mr. Gold's with us at the moment, Sandra. He might be lurking in the background somewhere, you never know. But he's not here as we speak. So what they're going to say, does Christmas feel peaceful, stressful, or mixed? To me, it feels mixed, if I'm honest. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the time off. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we have it. I'd rather have it than not have it. I'd rather have that celebration than not have it, because you get extra days off work paid. You get to eat nice food, have nice drinks, be with family, hopefully. You might get some nice presents as well. But does it feel 100% peaceful? I wouldn't say no. I'd say no. if I'm honest. To me, it never does. I feel the pressure now, like, of buying. I bought my presents. I did all mine online, man. I just clicked it. I just thought, F that. I'm just going to click. Oh, click, done. But then you've got to pay for those things, of course. This is not always me. I'm just talking about my thoughts and feelings on this. Give me more, saying just being with family is all that matters at Christmas. Sod presents, it's all about being present. Wow. Give me more. That's really wise. You know what? If I'm gonna pin the comment, because pin the message. That's a really good comment, by the way. Thanks for sharing. Give me more. You just yeah. While you can as well, being with family is all that matters. While you can, I suppose. Sod the present. It's all about being present in the present moment. Absolutely. Give me more. Thank you for that. That's great. That's really positive. Absolutely. So I'm going to move on. Guys. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, please give another opinion. I'm only giving a certain perspective here. I'm just talking about how some people are going to experience Christmas, and a lot of people, like here, are saying it's being with family. It's all that matters. But loneliness at Christmas, it's a real thing for some people. Not for everybody, but for some, it's a reality. Referring to my notes a little bit here, being around lots of people doesn't mean that you can feel connected as well. You could be around loads of people, they don't understand you, they misunderstand you, basically. They don't ever get to know you properly. It's a superficial level, basically. They don't know you on a deep level. And you can be around all these people who don't even take the time to speak to you that deeply or anything like that. That can happen. And that can leave you feeling disconnected, even though you're surrounded by lots of people in some situations, not in all. And a lot of people could potentially feel alone in a room full of people. Also, on another note, loneliness, mate. There's some people that just live on their own. They don't have any family. They don't have any friends. They're on their own, and that's it. And that's, to me, I feel sad for those people. And then they're stuck at home on their own. They're seeing everyone else celebrating Christmas with their presents and their family. Some of these people are lonely, not out of choice. They've just got older. Imagine you're 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old. You're towards the end of your life, basically, or whatever. You're 80-year-old, and all your friends and family have passed away. So these people could potentially be really lonely. Other people are lonely just because of, I don't know, they could be younger, but they could be socially awkward, or have lacked social skills sometimes, or a variety of reasons. They've gone through trauma and they don't trust anyone, so they end up on their own, but they end up isolated. So it can be difficult for some people. That's my angle now. That's the angle that I'm talking about. Absolutely. I'm going to share the question now. Do you ever feel disconnected around family? Some people could feel disconnected and lonely around their own family because the family's just doesn't understand them, doesn't get them. And the Ferl Gamer, I'll just read that comment one moment. The Ferl Gamer 91. Hello, the Ferl Gamer. I hope you're okay. Hi, you're from Weymouth. Okay, cool. I'm 34 and have no friends, no kids, basically no family. I'm the literal meaning of a waste of air and probably should be dead. Oh, don't say that, mate. Ferl Gamer, please don't. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I don't want you to feel that way. Let me think. I'm reading your comment, the Ferl Gamer. I'm trying to I'm really sorry that you're in that situation. I really, really am. And basically, I made this. I've done this live in relation to what you're talking about, because I do understand that it occurs, and I do have empathy towards people that are in that situation, like yourself. Obviously, I don't have all the answers, mate, because I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. But I can at least do my best to make you feel like you're heard as best I can within the format that we're in. Why do you think you're a waste of air and probably should be dead? I hope not. You know, the Ferl Gamer, I used to have, why do I do this kind of thing as well? I've had friends that have committed suicide. It sounds really sad. I used to have a close friend that killed himself, and he wasn't alone, but he must have felt alone. It was really sad, and I just don't want anyone else to do that. I hope I can help people not do that. I don't know exactly how I can help them, but I can try at least speak to them and speak to people and understand the situation. I stand saying we welcome you here as you are with open arms, the Ferl Gamer. Absolutely. You're more than welcome to come on here whenever you want. One moment. Let me just read these comments. Sorry. I don't think you should probably be dead, by the way. You might feel like that, and I'm not discrediting your feelings, by the way. And you feel like you're a waste of earth and probably should be dead. I believe that you might feel like that, but I believe that there's more to it than that. I believe that I don't know your full story. I really, really don't. But I think you should keep going, mate. Keep going. Keep going. I know it's easier said than done. I'll just read Sandra's comment. Sandra B says, hi, the Ferl Gamer. I'm sorry that you feel this way, but we're here for you. You're never alone. No, you're never alone. You might feel like you're alone. But right now I'm speaking to you. I can't see you. I can see your name and I can read your sentences, your paragraphs, let's say. I'm part of your story, which I don't know much. I don't know the whole story about you. But I'm communicating with you right now, meaning that you're not alone. And if you ever do a live and you want just to vent anything, vent, and I'll at least read out your comments and I'll try and speak to you the best I can. I'm not perfect myself though, mate. I'm a fuck. My name's Brad, by the way. It's the Inspirational Ambivert channel. That's my channel. I just do live vlogs. I talk about self-improvement, working on yourself, dealing with trauma, trying to figure out this mad shit called life and make the best of it. That's what my channel's all about, Ferl Gamer. And you're more than welcome on here if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. No pressure, mate. It's all good. But life's worth living, man, as hard as it might seem right now. And Christmas can really magnify that, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, Ferl Gamer. It can really it really does magnify that to some people with regards to feeling lonely or whatever it is. Because of what everyone else is doing, what the rest of society is doing, and the pressure that society creates around Christmas potentially, or the imagined pressure. Sandra's saying we welcome you here as you are, with open arms to the Ferl Gamer. Absolutely, Sandra. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. A Ferl Gamer says crippled for the foreseeable future, facing the possibility of losing the leg all these years later after a crash in 2018, and you'll probably be homeless after Christmas. I can see why that sounds really shit, Ferl Gamer. Doesn't it? Sounds really shit. Being real with you. What happened in the car crash? What happened is the question. And why are you gonna end up homeless after Christmas is the question. Are you able to work? I don't know. Do you not have access to support from the government, etc.? Why are you going to end up homeless after Christmas is the question as well. Sorry, I don't know your full story. That's why I'm asking a few questions. And please just remember this, Ferl Gamer, there's no pressure to answer. There's no pressure to answer, by the way. I'm just asking you the questions. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Sanders agreeing with what Gibby Moore said, which is the comment that he shared with us. I've pinned that comment. The Ferl Gamer said, I try to overlook everything bad, but it's getting more and more difficult. Yeah, I suppose easier said than done, especially going through the shit and you're not, let's say you're not healthy, you might lose your leg, your mobility issues or whatever you're going through. You're scared of losing your home. What Ferl Gamer, what's one thing that you could, is it not just try and concentrate on one thing? What's the one thing that you could work on? What do you like doing? Is there anything that you enjoy doing? Is there anything that makes you feel better? I don't know what that is. Is there anything that, if you imagine that your life's a mess, let's say your life's a mess, right? I'm not saying your life's a complete mess. I'm just saying let's say there's a lot of things that you want to sort out. Can you pick the easiest thing to sort out and just focus on that easy thing? The easiest one. And try and work towards that. Again, Ferl Gamer, it's fucking easy said than done. I get it. Thank you for believing in people and being kind, mate. No worries, Ferl. Yeah, thanks, Ferl Gamer. I try to be. I try to be as genuine. I try to be as real as I can be. I'm imperfect as fuck. By the way, Ferl Gamer says thanks, guys. No worries. Just sending you love and respect, man. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to feel good. You deserve at least a decent life, and you deserve to live. You deserve to live. You deserve to fucking live. Remember that one. Sander's saying, the Ferl Gamer, you and your life matter no matter what. Sending love and respect from Sander. That's lovely. Thank you, Sander. Can we help you in any way, the Ferl Gamer? Sometimes, in my opinion, I don't know if anyone agrees with me, sometimes like someone's going through shit or whatever, sometimes if you just listen to them or resonate with what they're saying, hear what they're saying, truly hear what they're saying, have a bit of empathy towards what they're saying, you might not be able to fix everything for them because that's not always possible. Let's be real. But a problem shared is a problem halved. As I love to say, it really just getting it out, venting it out, and then trying to dissect it and find a solution, find a way around it. That might not happen straight away. Sometimes it takes time. Give me more saying you are loved. Jesus loves you. That's lovely. Thank you, Give me more. It's very kind of you to say. She's very limited on mobility. So basically stuck in every day. Losing the leg onto of being homeless is not a future I envisioned. On the way home, oh, no way, man. So on the way home from work on your motorbikes, you've had a crash and then lost. Ah, sorry, dude. That's awful. That's really awful. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry that you went through that. Why are you going to lose your house, though, the Ferl Gamer? How's that happening? How's that occurring? Is the question. How have you got into that situation where that's happening? Where you're going to lose your home? And is there a way that you can not lose your home? Is there a way around it? I bet it's hard to, I'm assuming here that it's harder to find work as well. Sanders then saying, the Ferl Gamer, I'm a nurse and I've seen young men like yourself being brought down by limb loss. Really struggling. Yes. But, however, I have witnessed them come on the other side, come through it, living a fulfilled life. I remember doing training once, I don't know what it was, I can't remember, it's like sports training. This guy was teaching us, right? And then at the end of it, he showed us his prosthetic leg, and we didn't even know he had a prosthetic leg. And I can't remember the full story, but you didn't know, if you looked at him, you won't be able to tell unless he showed it to you. And he said he'd just overcome a lot. I don't know the full story, sorry. But I think it was inspirational because he just basically said at first he felt horrible, really bad, really down. He wasn't really accepting the situation. He said, once I accepted the reality of the situation that I was in, then I got the prosthetic leg and then I think he did sports. He was like into sports. And then he started to teach people about, I can't remember, handball or something like that it was. It was a long time ago. But the long story short is he didn't let the disability, he rose above the disability, worked through it the best he could. I get it though. Again, I keep saying it, easy said than done sometimes. Ferl Gamer is saying, in the pouring rain and I'm blowing a gale, and I was pretty angry before getting onto the bike to go home. So you're not in the best state of mind. You're angry. It's pissing it down. It's really a gale, really strong winds. And being angry as well. So you're thinking about whatever you're thinking about, not 100% concentrating. And God, motorbikes as well. Your body's exposed, isn't it? Big time. Sandra's saying, with prosthesis and with the help of therapists and other services the NHS offers, it's not the end. Very true, Sandra. It's not the end, the Ferl Gamer. It's not the end. It's not easy. Is it fuck easy? Is it fair either, the Ferl Gamer? It's not fair. Fuck it. No, it's not fair. And it's a split-second lapse in concentration that's changed your life forever. Yeah. God, sorry, mate. I'm sorry, I am. I feel bad. And it's just that split second. Everything's okay, then snap, and it's all completely changed by the sounds of what you're saying, the Ferl Gamer. Is it Rachy that's just said that? Peaceful. Is it Rachy or Rach? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. My name is Brad, by the way. This is Inspirational Ambivert channel. Thank you to anyone that's liked, anyone that's commented, anyone that's subscribed. I'm saying thank you to anyone that has done that. Peaceful, I'm always with family. Have you got a nice family, Rachy? Is the question. I hope I'm saying that right. Rach, I'll say Rach. Have I had a good day? Thank you for asking. My name is Brad, by the way, if I've not already said that. Might be repeating myself there. Yeah, I work as my job. I work as a scrub nurse. I work in hospitals, in operational theatres, basically. I've had a good day. Yes, I have. Busy day. That's why I'm doing this. I live in the UK. I live in Chorley. Chorley is near Manchester. It's a point of reference, about 30 miles away from Manchester. I've had a long day though. That's why I'm doing this. It's 9:30 now in the UK, so that's why I'm doing this late. This what's it called? Sorry, God, this live late. Let's say. Have you had a good day, Rach? Rach is the question. Is it Rach or Rachy? Sorry if I'm saying your names wrong. If I say anyone's names wrong, just correct me, please, because I sometimes struggle with pronouncing. I struggle with pronouncing words sometimes, so I apologise if I get anyone's names wrong. Sandra's saying, I'm really sorry, the Ferl Gamer. I agree, Sandra. It's sad to hear this, and she's sending a hug. Yes. I know it's easy for me to say this. Fucking I know. But this isn't the end. It's not. Ferl Gamer, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end. Rachel saying, hope you did. Thank you, Rachel. Sandra saying hi to Rachel. And also, Rachel said, wish you a good day. Wishing you a good day, Rachel. Wishing everyone else as best a day as they can. Sanders, I wish you had a good day too, Rachel. Okay, I'm going to go with the comments the best I can. Camden Farm, hopefully if I'll say that right. You're saying peaceful. You find it to be a peaceful time. That's great. Great for you. Great for you. Peaceful. You're liking it. You're enjoying it. You're making the most of it. You're absorbing it, I suppose. That's a good place to be. The Ferl Gamer 91. I will remember, pal. I come on these streams to see what life's like with others and hope they aren't in a similar situation. Oh, that's really kind of you to say, Ferl. You won't wish it on anyone, would you, Ferl Gamer, by the sounds of it? You wouldn't wish that on anyone. That's kudos to you. You've still got what you've still got. Still got your humanity. You've still got your compassion. You've still got empathy for others by that, what you've just said there. So respect to you, by the way. You're not a bad person, Ferl Gamer. You're not a bad person. Your body might be broken, but you're not a bad person. And how old are you? 34? I'm 43. You're 34, I think, if I remember reading that you said before. You're still young, man. You might not feel young at 34, but it's still young, in my opinion. I'll move on anyway. Candom Fam says hi. Hi, Candom Fam. How are you? Sandra's saying Jesus does love you. Sending that to the Ferl Gamer and everyone else, of course, Sandra. Very kind of you to say. And the Ferl Gamer then saying, well, I basically moved out when I had that new job in 2018. God, that's just before the what's it called? COVID, isn't it? Am I right or wrong? Yeah, it's close. 2018 is around COVID time, isn't it? Ish. Sorry, I'm going to start again. The Ferl Game saying, well, I basically moved out when I had that new job. Obviously, got the income coming in 2018, but now I'm restricted on mobility. My mum is my paid carer, as sad as that sounds. That's not sad. It's not sad. It's not sad. It's not sad that your mum's looking after you. That's what I'm trying to say. You might feel it's... I'm trying to get the words out without upsetting you, Ferl Gamer, or I don't mean to upset you. It's not sad that your mum's your paid carer. It's good that your mum's there for you. You've got your mum there for you to look after you. That's a good thing. Hi, Dawn. How are you? How's it going? I hope you're okay. Yes, yay, the tree, Dawn says. Yes, I've got the tree in there in the background. And Santa in the background. And I've got a random shit here, man. I've got a random gingerbread cushion teddy thing as well. Whatever. Dawn saying, yeah, the tree. Yeah, the tree. Put it in the background. Dawn, I'm nearly at the end of day 6 on my meat-only diet. Carnivore diet, by the way. Sorry, I'm changing topic, guys, a little bit. Yeah, I'm on day 6. My mental clarity is really good. I think I'm doing this live now. Look at this time, 9 o'clock. Usually, I'd be too tired. I won't be doing this now. I'd be in bed. So my mental clarity and energy is better overall. I don't feel as hungry during the day most of the time. I'm finding the meals to be really nice most of the time. I feel good. The only dip I had was the 3rd day. I went to the gym and I was absolutely shit done. I was blowing out my ass. I had no energy, nothing. I'm talking about the carnivore diet, by the way, guys. On day 6, so it's animal-based products only. Water. I have water, black coffee, and then it's just basically chicken, eggs, beef, bacon, etc., etc. But overall, I feel a lot. My focus is got better recently. I'm a lot sharper. My energy's better. I feel like I'm in a better mood. I've lost a bit of timber, a little bit of fat, which is a good thing. So yeah, it's going well so far. Anyway, I'll move on. The Ferl Gamer saying, and she's in an abusive, cohesive relationship with my stepdad, still after all these years. Threatens to kick us out or not pay the rent. So she's in no full state of mind or physical health to work full time. I'm going to read that again, Ferl Gamer, to try and comprehend what you're saying. So your mum's in an abusive, cohesive relationship with your stepdad. How long has she been with him for, Ferl Gamer? Still after all these years, so it sounds like a long time. He threatens to kick us out or not pay the rent. So he's using, I don't know. Sorry, I can't get the words out. He threatens to kick you out. How can he kick you out? Is that not your home? Do you not register to live there? Or he threatens not to pay the rent. So it's like using money as a form of manipulation in a way, isn't it? I'm not going to pay the rent. I don't know the full story with regards to that. She's in no state of mind or physical health to work full time, so she might need help herself. So it's to pay for the rent here. So, and also the tricky situation by the sounds of it, Ferl Gamer, is he's bringing in income, so reliant upon this abusive person to pay the rent. So it's like you're relying on him to be there in a way, by the sounds of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. I'm just imagining it in my head now. I've only got so many words to work with here, Ferl Gamer, and you will be out on the street. Oh shit, man. Ferl Gamer then saying, yeah, split second madness. That's in relation to his crash that he's had in 2018 on his motorbike. And what was the physical damage that you incurred? What was the initial damage that you had? The Ferl Gamer saying, thank you for being kind and lovely, everyone. No worries, Ferl Gamer. That's what my channel's all about anyway. Most the people that are on here have that generally open-minded people that are genuinely kind. And that's what my channel's about. It's about growth as well, working through things, working through the fucking shittiness of life, basically, and trying to be strong through it, as hard as that is sometimes. And as imperfect as that's going to be, fuck me, it's going to be imperfect, mate. And there's ups and downs, man. But you got to keep going the best you fucking can. Yeah. When you're going through the shit, it's not that easy, though. Yorick's, Dawn says hi to Sander, anyway. Sorry, I'm just missing something. Sander says hi to Dawn, sorry. Dawn says hi to Sander. I'm reading all the comments. Yorick's saying, I'm late to the party. Yeah, a little bit, mate. Yeah, oh, shit. I've just nearly smashed the glass. Well done, Brad. Sorry about that. I'll just drink this tea. Yeah, I started about 40 minutes ago, Yorick. You're not late. It's whatever. It is what it is. The fellow gamer says, I do feel like it would be better to pass in my sleep like my auntie did in 2020 when she was 40 with a very bad health condition. Yes, quite a dark topic there, fellow gamer, but it's absolutely okay to talk about those things. Yeah, I suppose if you're going to pass away, passing in your sleep is a nice way to go, isn't it? If you're going to go. I believe, in my opinion, that fate occurs. So if something's got your name on it, you're getting it. It's not going to be fair. Everyone's going to end up with something eventually. If you live to 80, 90, your body's going to fuck up, mate, because it's going to be old, of course. Or shit happens, and it's horrendous, and it can happen to anyone. Like as you know, Scott, I'm preaching to the wrong person here because you know it more than I do. Snap, and then everything's just changed completely. But I believe that there's fate, and when our time to go will come. I do believe in the other side. I believe there's another side. I think there's more to this. I don't know if everyone agrees with me, but there's more to this. I think we're here to learn. The school of life is hard. What does that mean? It's going to be suffering involved. And there's going to be emotional turmoil along the way, but that's where the lessons are learned. Sounds really easy for me to say, though, doesn't it? But I don't want you to pass away, by the way, Ferl Gamer. I want you to live, mate. I want you to live your life. I want you to live the best life. Is there any way that you could... what happened? Sorry, what are your physical ailments? What happened? You know, like I know the car crash happened. Are you able to work? Are you able to work towards something? What would look better to you going forwards in the next month, in the next year? Is the question. Dawn's saying stressful and peaceful with regard to my question above. I'd agree. I have a mixed emotion. I have mixed feelings on it, Dawn. If I'm honest. I always think I've got loads of time to get organised. Then, boom, boom, basically, the big man is on his way down the chimney before I know what's happening. Yeah, he does, yeah. Father Christmas is not fucking about with that sentence there, Dawn. Dawn's saying, sorry, Ferl, that's awful. I have mixed emotions with regard to Christmas too. However, I try and make the best of it. It's not, I make the best of it. Dawn's then saying the COVID pandemic. The COVID pandemic was early 2020. I think you're right. And I absolutely agree with the pandemic as well. I'm 1000% agreeing on that. That That was definitely a pandemic. They did us there, Dawn, big time. The Ferl game was then saying she's 52, so it's not a huge stress on her physical self, thankfully. 52 is not that old, Ferl Gamer. It's not that old, is it? In my opinion, anyway. So it's not a huge physical. That's good. Ferl Gamer saying, thank you, Dawn. I've been pretty strong-minded till now. They've been together for 28 years. Wow, it's a long time. They have a good relationship. I hope they have a good relationship. Yorick saying, like and subscribe. Thank you, Yorick. I appreciate that. I'm going to pin that comment. Thank you. Dawn's then saying, yes, that's brilliant. I'm so happy for you. It gets better and better. But I think it's the most exciting part. Your physical energy will get better too. It's just the transition is a bit rank, a bit hard. This is with regards to, guys, Dawn lives, sorry, get the words out. Dawn has a carnivore-only diet. She's done it for a few years. I've only been doing it for 6 days. And she's talking about that basically with the sentence I've just read. Yeah, I think the fasting's helped me. I think I've transitioned really, really well. It's not been that bad. My energy's been okay. I've been working. I've basically worked. I did 6 days last week, and I've done 5 days this week up until Friday. Tomorrow, I'll have done 5 days. So basically, in 7 plus 5, in 12 days, I'll have worked 11 of them. I did 55 hours last week and about 45 hours this week. So I've done a lot of hours, and I feel fucking great, and I'm doing a live right now. So it says a lot. And I think that's the way forward for me now. It really, really is. I want to feel good. I want to raise my vibrational energy, basically. And that carnivore diet is a big part in that. I'm just going to be mindful of my health going forwards. I want to see how it goes, but it's going well so far. Ferl Gamer saying, I paid the way with UC and PIP, okay, as I have done since my first job at 15 years old, but he doesn't give a crap. The Ferl Gamer is saying, open tibia plateau with severe ligament, nerve and tendon damage. Oh, yep. That sounds painful, the Ferl Gamer. Dawn saying, what a horrible fucker, Ferl, with regards to your stepdad, by the sounds of it. Hopefully she sees the light. One moment, let me drink this tea. Hopefully she sees the light. Could you, Ferl Gamer, sorry mate, I don't have all the answers, but could you like relocate somewhere else with you and your mum? Could you do that? Live somewhere else? Smaller apartment or whatever it is, I don't know, just you and her. Callum saying shut up. All right, Callum. What, you want me to shut up or someone else to shut up? What do you mean? The Ferl Game is saying my leg's basically dead weight. So it's like when you get a dead arm from a big wallop, but permanently on the leg. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I can. That's very, thanks for explaining that. It's very descriptive. That helps me to emphasize with what you're feeling there. Dawn's asking, Ferl Gamer, do you have the use of the other leg? The Ferl Gamer said it looked almost like a pack of mincemeat. It was horrendous. I can imagine, man. Yeah, I can imagine. So what they're going to do with the leg, with your leg, let's say, what's the surgeon said? What's the doctor said? What can occur going forwards? And also, like you said, yeah, Dawn, he was on a motorbike. He said earlier in the chat, by the way, yeah, in 2018, he said he was really angry one night on his motorbike, and it was raining. It was there's a strong gale, let's say, strong wind. It was raining. He was angry, and a split-second mistake and went off on the bike. Dawn. So Sorry, I'm saying that very vaguely there because I wasn't there, of course. So what is there any rehabilitation or anything like that at all, Feral Gamer? Okay, I'm going to change this a moment. Do you ever feel disconnected around family at Christmas? Actually, let's just rephrase it. Do you ever feel disconnected around family? Sorry about that. I just clicked the wrong button like an idiot. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just typing this in. I'll be one moment. Do you ever feel disconnected around family? I do sometimes. I just zone out and be quiet. Everyone just, I don't know. I feel a lot of the time I feel misunderstood. I really do in my life. I just do. I think I always have done. I didn't realise it when I was younger though. I probably think a little bit differently to some people, not to everyone, but I bring up conversations or topics that were deeper, and then people would just like think I was weird or they'd ignore me or whatever. This is not always me, but that's just been my life. Do you ever feel disconnected from family? I'll just type that in, leave it there, change the topic a tiny bit, but I'll go with the comments as well. And I'll go back to what you guys are saying. I just shut down sometimes as well. I think it's like a contradiction right now. You see, this is me, Brad, and I'm speaking because I need to here. But a lot of time I can be a really, really quiet person, very reserved, very calm, very chilled out person. That's me a lot of the time. But anyway, I'll move on to the... Don't say I disconnected the whole lot. Don't just cutted it all off, mate. You disconnected the whole lot. How do you feel about that, Dawn, is the question. I'm assuming you feel great about that. Even your brother. Do you have another sibling as well? Just one brother that you have, Dawn? I forgot. I know you've got one brother. You mentioned him before. The Feral Gamer is saying, haha, hee, whatever. Well, maybe a 15-hour op done by 2 surgeons have to go 4 hours away to London Royal Natural Orthopaedic Hospital, and there's only a handful of people that would ever have had the op I'm having. Nerve specialist operation. Wow, it's interesting. But obviously for yourself, it must be quite harrowing. But maybe there's a bit of hope there, Feral Gamer. One moment. Sorry, they said the surgery could literally fall to bits in the leg afterwards. It's so complex and involved, so it may not work, but it might work. So I suppose you've got there's 3 outcomes, isn't there? You stick with what you've got, which isn't great because it's not working. You do the op and it fails, and you lose your leg. You end up with a prosthetic leg. However, I'm assuming you've got used to the other leg, meaning you still be able to walk at least. Or it could be a success. What's the chances of success? The good thing that you have on your side is you're not old, you're young, you're 34. You're 34, Feral Gamer, as you know. What have they given a percentage of a chance that it will work or not? What's your thoughts on that, Feral Gamer? Are you going for it or are you not going for it? That's your choice. It's your autonomy to decide that, isn't it? Don saying, wow, is there a chance you'll be able to use it again? I hope so, Feral Gamer. I hope you can use it again. Dawn's then saying, I do feel great about it. I've only got a brother, but I haven't spoken to him for a few months now. But you feel great about it. You feel liberated by it. It's taking that pressure away by the sounds of it. You'll be doing your own thing, deciding on what you want to do in your own energy, in your own sanctuary, let's say, where you're living with your horses and your partner and whatever you're doing. A lot more peaceful, a lot more calmer, a lot more just nicer by the sounds of it, a lot nicer. Ferl Gamer saying, yeah, more hopeful than not, but whatever happens, happens. Yes. Just having the homeless thing on the top makes it worse. Have to walk well, limp with crutches. Like limping with crutches, basically, as you are. Ferl Gamer saying, yeah, going for it. If you get a chance to in life to do something, you should probably do it. Yeah, you fucking should. And also what I think as well is if you're thinking about something, you might think it once, whatever, you might not do anything with it. But if you're thinking something over and over and over and over again, I think, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I have to try. Like, I'm doing this, mate. I'm not perfect at this. Definitely not. But you've got to try, man. You've got to try. You owe it to yourself to try, man. And Dawn saying, I agree, Ferl. Dawn sending you love and respect there. That's lovely. Callum saying, Patsy. Don't know what you mean by Patsy. Callum, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean, mate. Is that a person in relation to something, or in relation to a conversation? I don't know, Callum. The Ferl Gamer saying, but I live on a second floor and I have 30 steps before I get out of the building, so I don't really get out as it's too difficult. Yeah, to keep moving. Yeah, therefore, I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, then I lose the leg. But could you get a prosthetic? If the worst case scenario is you get a prosthetic leg, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. And then you can mobilize again. Like I said, the guy that I used to do the training from years ago, I forgot he did some training with some sports. This guy, the prosthetic leg, he didn't know he had it, and he looked like a healthy guy. He used to exercise, he used to train. I know another guy. I used to go to the gym where I live. I used to go to a gym close to where I live, and this guy, he had a prosthetic leg, but he was really strong. He was in the gym. He was massive. It's like a rugby player. He was fucking cut up to fuck. He looked great, but he had a prosthetic leg, and he was laughing and joking with people. He was buzzing. He was living his life. He was making the best of it, despite the fact that he'd lost his leg. You've still got your life. You've still got your youth. And if you've got your youth, you've got time. If you've got time, you've got potential. It's not the end, by the way, the Ferl Gamer. It's not. Saying, if I stumble forward or backwards, I can't stop myself. So I end up falling flat on my face, or even using... If I stumble forward or backwards, I can't stop myself. So I end up falling flat on my face or back, even using crutches. Yeah, I bet that feels embarrassing as well. Like, and also like scary as well, because I'd be scared. I'd be like, oh shit, I'm scared to walk because I don't want to fall over and hurt myself more. Ferl Gamer saying, a prosthetic would be cool, but I barely have like $2,000 to my name. Is there no government funding or anything like that can help you with that? I don't know. To maybe help you get back into work. You said you used to work. What do you used to do? Could you work again? Is there an opportunity for you to work again? Dawn saying, oh, hopefully that a prosthetic or after the op, you will be more independent. When's the operation, by the way? Are you on a waiting list? The Ferl Gamer says, oh yeah, definitely embarrassing. Yeah, embarrassing. Guess what though, Ferl Gamer? Everyone fucking falls down. Everyone drops the ball. Everyone messes up. We all fall down, mate. Not always literally, physically, all right, but we do. We all fuck up. We all make stupid mistakes. Not that that's a mistake, really, that you're doing, because it's because of your leg. I get it. I don't understand it. I can understand why it feels embarrassing, though, of course. Anyway, I'm going to move on to this family expectations now. And I'll go back to the comments in a moment. So family expectations, what they're going to look like, what they're going to feel like during bloody Christmas, because I'm talking about Christmas a little bit here. It's the pressures to show up, to smile. Don't be unhappy. You've got to put your 50p smile on. Even if you don't play nice, Even though your mum and dad might be a fucking dick, or your family's a bit fucked up. This is just an example. Your family's fucked up, but you got to play nice. It's that special day. It's that magical time of the year. Yeah, it's fucking Christmas Day, dickhead. And you've got to play nice, even though you don't feel like it. You might not feel like it. Your family could have done shit to you that's not very nice, rude to you, or what? Or they could do all sorts of things to you. Potentially, if you grew up in a toxic background, and then they want you to play nice, and you might not feel like being nice. So you've got to put your mask on, your persona on. And sometimes Christmas is the one time that people see their toxic relatives. So that happens too. Let's be real. So you don't see your family at all, ever, and only at Christmas. And that's when you see your toxic relatives. And then it just makes you some people will be reminded by all the shit that they did in the past. And then they've got to be around these people and play nice with them. Not everyone has to experience this, and not everyone goes through this, but some people fucking do. And then it's like, whoopee-doo, Christmas Day, and I'm around these fucking assholes, these toxic bastards. I remember when I was growing up and they were horrible to me. This person used to beat me up. This one calls me names. They still do it now, and I've got to play nice on Christmas Day, and then I've got to eat dinner with these fucking people. Some people go through that during Christmas. So is the Christmas always the most magical time of the year, the perfect day? No, it's not. Not for everyone, not all the time. That's my point. I sound like I'm being very negative towards Christmas. Maybe I do. But I'm trying to be realistic from some people's perspectives. And I get it. I fucking get it. I'm not saying that Christmas is all bad, because it's not. It can be good. And it is what you make of it, like what that was mentioned before. It's what you make of it. I get it. But some of these Christmas Day meals can be a bit awkward for some people. And maybe sometimes I feel like I personally feel after Christmas, I feel like there's a pressure being released. I feel like, it's less heavy. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the comments. The Ferl Game is saying, it used to be a chef. Wow, fair play. That's a hard graft being a chef. Qualified as a mechanic as well. I worked on the bin lorries, the bin lorries as a loader while I was a chef. So working 67 days a week. So you used to, Ferl Gamer, I'm sure that you like being useful. I'm assuming you like to be useful. It sounds by the sound of it, you're a hard-working person. You're a doer. You're an achiever. And the crash has taken that away from you on a temporary basis, I believe. I hope, at the very least. And I can understand why you feel fucking frustrated. Like your life's been there's been a massive upheaval in your life, and you can't earn your own money and work and achieve and do and feel useful. It's good me personally, I love being useful. If I didn't work, I would struggle. I really would. I really, really would. I've worked all my life. Maybe I'm a good worker bee for society, let's say that, but I like to be useful. I'm a doer. I like doing things. And if I couldn't do those types of things, I understand your frustration. Dawn saying, I trip over the pattern on the carpet. I've got no excuse. Funny. Dawn saying, I used to dread having to visit family, and now I don't have to. Yeah. You dread it. You used to dread that, but you don't have to anymore. You've decided not to. You've cut it off. You know what you're going to get from them, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be good from what I understand. And you thought, fuck that. See you later. I'm going to live my own life on my own terms, independently, unapologetically, and all power to you. All power to you. The Ferl Game is saying there's more genuine kindness in strangers than there is a lot of people's own families. Fucking hell, you're hitting the nail on the head there, man. Sometimes you're right with that. And haha, that made me laugh. Dawn, cheers. That's a good... Laughing is a really good release of stress as well. Makes you feel good. It's a good thing. It's a great thing to laugh. Sometimes there's more genuine kindness in strangers. Sometimes you... In some situations, it's really it's very true, the Ferl Game of that. And what's that saying as well? My late friend said this. My late friend, the one that killed himself. I wish he was still alive. He's a really good guy, by the way, but he's not with us anymore. Sorry, but he's not. And he said, sometimes your friends are your enemies in disguise. Sometimes your friends are your enemies in disguise. Sometimes your family are your enemy in disguise. Or sometimes they're not even in disguise. It's so fucking obvious. Not all your family, not all your friends, because that, you know, there's some good people too. But sometimes people, there's people who don't even know you, they can be more kindness in them. I get that, Feral Gamer. There's truth in that. That's a very wise thing to say, by the way. Dawn's saying I had my brother at mine last year. And when my dad found out, he was furious. And he ran back and forward trying to make us fall out. What the fuck? And basically creating chaos, Dawn, by the sounds of it. Did he achieve it, is the question. Did you allow it? Did he achieve it, or were you too wise up to it? What did your brother think about that as well? The Feral Gamer says, indeed it has. Dawn's then saying, true story, Feral. I used to think shit people were rare, but they're looking like the majority sometimes. There's a lot. There's a fucking lot. And I know no one's perfect. Everyone's shit stinks. Everyone's a bit of a dick sometimes. But is it? You used to think shit people were rare, but there's just quite a few. There is quite a few out there. You got to be careful, man. There's a lot of unevolved, fucked up people out there. And a lot of them are insecure as well. And there's different ways of being insecure. Some people are insecure, but they'll take it out on themselves and they're not going to hurt anybody. But some people are really insecure, but they act it out. The insecure people can be very dangerous and very problematic. And therefore shitty. To say it bluntly, to say it vaguely. The Feral Gamer is saying the constant worry and UC and PIP criteria will change and suddenly put a stop to my benefits unfairly. It's always an added worry on top of that, as all of that as well. I get what you're saying, but by the sounds of it, you've got a legitimate injury there, man. You've got a legitimate traumatic injury that's limiting your mobility. They might make the worst part. I'm not an expert on this, but the worst part is all the fucking paperwork and shit you'd have to keep signing, all the hoops you have to keep jumping through, the Feral Gamer. But I don't think they're going to stop. I don't think they can just stop your paper, whatever it is, your supports, just like that. Not in England, especially. But Dawn's saying something there. Yeah, it's stressful having to rely on a shit show of a government. The government's fucked. The country's fucked. It's really difficult, and it might get harder, guys, as well. I think it's going to get harder. I actually do believe it's going to get harder. We have to navigate this the best we can. We have to rise above it the best we can. We have to be stoic. Stoicism is required. Stoicism is required in life as a person. You need to get through it and rise above it and find a way through this shit. Anyway, Feral Gamer is saying, yes, defo a majority, more so than not now, unfortunately, Dawn. Yeah, I feel like Feral Gamer, I think it oozes out of people. It feels like it's more than ever. It's like, where does it end? There's so many of these challenging people. I get it. Don't lose your humanity through it, though. Fuck that. Rise above it. The vibration. I don't know. I'm my current task is to just rise above it and be less bothered by it all, and just operate on a high frequency that's just on another level. And I feel like I'm getting there now. This carnivore diet's helping me towards that. Cold showers help me towards that. Wim Hof breathing helps me towards that. Keeping fit keeps me towards that. Reading psychology books and etc. helps me with that. It's all little things, little steps that help you deal with all the fucking shit. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit there. Anyway, Don saying no, he didn't achieve anything apart from showing his true colours. Yeah, he his old tricks don't work anymore, Dawn, by the sounds of it. You had him on about. He just achieved showing his true colours again. You've seen all those shit cunt tricks before, I'm sure. Dawn saying, overgrown child, basically, yeah, man-child, isn't it, really? He said, don't bother changing your mind and trying to come here because we're going to the pantomime on Christmas Day. And you're laughing. There's no pantomime on Christmas Day. The pantomime is what he's doing. He's the pantomime, basically. He's the main character by the sounds of it, Dawn, by the shit he's doing. Hi, Mr. Gold. How are you? A golden hello to everyone. Hi, Mr. Gold. Hope you're okay. Dawn says, there he is, our golden friend. Mr. Gold then says, Mr. Gold doesn't feel disconnected from family. Mr. Gold is his own family. So you don't feel disconnected from family? Is it just you, Mr. Gold? Where are you from, Mr. Gold? Is the question. You're probably going to say the Golden Temple or something like that, I'm assuming. The Ferl game is saying the other thing was DWP is no humanity with the staff. I've never come across them, if I'm honest. I'd just be cold and calculated, maybe burnt out from it all. Desensitized staff sometimes. People can be desensitized to things and I'll have lack emotion in sometimes even the jobs that they do. They go into a job for a certain reason with compassion, like a nurse could, like because they like to look after people, care for people, but they can end up with compassion fatigue sometimes. I'm not saying that's with everyone. Some people just don't give a shit either, Feral Gamer. That's just the way they are. It's lack of humanity in a lot of people, though. A lot of like people that just have a vacant look in their eyes, which I've talked about in the past. Mr. Gold is saying, my family is just blessed to be my golden presence. Of course, Mr. Gold. Right. The Feral Game is saying they're not sorry for falsely sending... Sorry. They're not even sorry for falsely sending out a letter saying whatever benefit you have is cancelled, even though it was a mistake. And they keep on getting away with putting people through the stress. I suppose they're the ones that they're the gatekeepers of that world, aren't they? They're the ones that say yes or no for you to get benefits, etc. And they don't have to answer to anyone. I'm not saying that's right, but I think that's part of why these things can occur. Thank you, Mr. Gold. He's blessing us with his gold. Thank you very much. Sending love and respect back to you, of course. Dawn is saying, yeah, they used to deal with... sorry, let me start again. Dawn's saying, yes, they're used to dealing with Muppets like my neighbour who hasn't worked for 15 years because he can't swallow whole chips or some shit. It's not fair taking it out on people like you, though. I agree. That could be a reason. It's not fair, though. Yeah, they're used to dealing with maybe people that have abused the system for a long time, maybe for right or wrong reasons. They're not doing it for genuine reasons, and their compassion fatigue has completely kicked in. What's the story what's that story? Can't swallow whole chips. What's that? Is that a disability? You can't swallow whole chips. That's crazy by the sounds of it. But it's not fair to take it out on people that are genuinely by the sense of it, you genuinely have an issue. You can't work, mate. You've been worked in the past as well. I think you'll get back on your feet. Forgive the pun. I think you're going to get back on your feet, by the way. Eventually. Mr. Gold saying, may your days and nights be golden. Thank you. I am from the Golden City. Of course, you're from the Golden City. Demon. Hi, Demon. How are you? My name is Brad, by the way. Hi back to you. Hope you're okay. Oh, Demon. Is it Demon? Demon. Anyway, Mr. Gold says, hi, Demon. Welcome to the Golden stream. Anyway, I'm going to move on to money stress. Christmas can be stressful for financial reasons, especially in today's fucking climate, let's say. Cost of living, etc., etc. You've got the gifts to buy. And also there's a psychology behind the gifts, the social pressures behind the gifts that not everyone experiences, but a lot of people do. So it's like, oh, I've got to spend so much. I don't want them to think I'm cheap or anything like that. So people can take gift giving can be very, very kind, very nice. Of course it can. However, I think sometimes people can put themselves in a lot of debt to give gifts. They feel like they need to give more and more and more. They get addicted to it. And it can cost them a lot of money and put them into debt. So people get into debt all year just for Christmas, potentially going to an extreme. Another one is money stress. With related to Christmas we're talking about is, one moment, sorry. Get my words out. Food, money stress with food. So you're going to be buying more food at Christmas, buying chocolates, buying sweets. Don't get me wrong. They're nice, of course. It's going to cost money for the food. Maybe if you've not, especially if you've not got a lot of money. Another one is travel. Some people travel a long way to go and see the family. They might go to another country to see the family at Christmas when they can. Those flights are going to be more expensive than flights themselves are going to cost money. Accommodation is going to cost money. Especially at Christmas, they charge more, don't they? Flights cost more around Christmas, of course. And the financial pressure is real. It's real. January is a motherfucker, really. It really is. However, you don't have to prove anything with presents. You don't have to. You really don't have to. You shouldn't tie your ego to those things. It's nice to give gifts. It's nice to be kind, but you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have to do that anyway. Does anyone spend too much money at Christmas? Is the question. I'm going to change that. And I'll go to the comments in a moment. Of course, I'll go with the comments as well. I like giving gifts, though. I do. I like doing it. It makes me feel good. It does. I'll leave this question there in a moment. Do you ever spend too much at Christmas time? Is the question. And I might have a little story about Christmas. One moment. Okay. Dawn saying he has some problem with his struggle saying the words, mate. Esophagus. Yes, with his esophagus, but he gets McDonald's delivery sometimes twice a day. So my stomach would be in tatters too. But just living off Mackey's. Oh God, yeah. It'd be God, living off Mackey's. Mackey's for breakfast, Mackey's for tea, Mackey's for dinner, or whatever you want to call it. Brutal. No wonder the esophagus is a bit tired, let's say, Dawn, if he's eating Mackey's every day. The Ferl gamer says, saying, if I didn't lose the leg after the next operation and we were able to walk without crutches and have all the support equipment at home, was back to normal, I'd be a bin loader again. So if you don't lose the leg after the next operation, and then you're able to walk around with crutches, these are goals, mate. Think about these goals, mate. When you first came on here, Ferl Gamer, when you were talking, you said you were like really down, basically. Let's say that. And now we've got something here. We've got something here. You've got something here. So it's getting that next op done. When's the next op, if you don't mind me asking, if you know? And I know you're worried about your living arrangements. Sorry to think about that. It must be hard. But concentrate. Easy said than done. But concentrate on this next operation. And then you're able to walk without the crutches. Or not. Without the crutches and all sport equipment. These are like goals that you can work through. This is, what's it called? Occupational health can help you with that, can't they? And physio. And putting the work in. Forgive the pun, man. Putting the legwork in, basically. You could work towards that, Feral Gamer. That's a plan. You've just got to, I'll just pin it. I'm going to pin that. Sorry, I'm pinning your comment because that's your, you've just nailed it. That's your plan, basically. You might already know that. That's your plan. That's your target. Feral Gamer, you just need to believe in Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold, I wish it was that easy, mate. I wish it was that easy. Feral Gamer saying, but I do face multiple knee replacements in the future. Yeah, I work in theatres and I do. I don't do them myself. The surgeon does them, but I help the surgeon with the instruments for those total knee replacements. By the way, but you do face multiple knee replacements in the future as well, as it's all superficial now, and they have to keep doing that for the foreseeable future. Yes, that's probably true. However, people have knee replacements. Once they're successful, Feral Gamer, they're up and running. They're mobile. They're mobile, and that knee replacement is going to last you a good 20 years ish, depending on a lot of some factors. Knee replacement, let's say it lasts 20 years, maybe more, and then all they do is they do a revision. Then, so they do a revision. They take out the knee implant that you had 20 years ago, for example, and they revise it. They do it again. Maybe they do other things as well, like so they do uncemented knees, cemented knees. Because you're younger, they're going to be doing an uncemented knee operation. But you've got to get to that point yet first. I understand. Feral Gamer is saying, I still believe. Fucking good. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you still believe. You should still believe. Absolutely. Dawn saying I was going to drive bin lorries, but I do concrete, and I'm glad because I have a weak stomach. God, yeah. I have a lot of respect for people who work on the bins, though, Dawn. I really, really do. They work really hard, and without them, the whole place would be a mess, wouldn't it? I can imagine it stinks, though, of course, and it's quite an active job, isn't it, as well? You would hate getting the bin juice on you. Yeah, oh my God. Bin juice, not the best, but it's awful. And you just wanted better hours. Bins were 4 on, 4 off. What, 4 days on, 4 days off, is it? I bet you've got to get up early in the morning as well. It's hard graft, very physical job. My late friend used to do that, by the way. My late friend used to work on the bins, by the way. Yeah, he did. Anyway. Feral Gamer saying, haven't got a date yet for the operation. Oh, you said hobbies earlier. I have found playing guitar all my life and piano for around 2 years, but I can play that like I've been playing all my life already. So you can still play the guitar, I'm sure, and the piano. But I can play that like I've been playing all my life already. Sander saying words, Mr. Gold. You've just missed Mr. Gold, Sander. The Feral Gamer saying, wow, you've seen a lot by the sounds of it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of operations, mate. See them every day. Not always hips and knees. I see other things, hands, shoulders, feet, spines, urology, plastics. With plastics is like lipomas, breast cases, it goes on and on and on. And by the way, Feral Gamer, just as a disclaimer, I am not a doctor, I'm a nurse, I'm not a medical professional, but I'd say it's roughly 20 years, but it depends on the person and how they live and their physiology as well. There's a lot of factors in that. I'm giving a rough number there. But you should, yeah. I suppose if you're very healthy and mindful and you stretch a lot and you look after yourself the best you can, it could be extended, that, in my opinion. Don't saying that's amazing. Do you have videos of your music? If not, maybe you could make some. That's a fucking good idea. Dawn. Therefore, you've got a hobby. It keeps your mind on things. Focus on something. Create something. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Like, what am I doing now, mate, Ferl Gamer? I'm talking on here. It's not perfect. I'm just having a go. I'm doing my best. Having a go, best I can. And you could do that with your playing your guitar or whatever it is. Could you make a YouTube channel? Ferl Game is saying, I didn't know that. Mr. Gold saying, say my name and I appear. Sander, please see Mr. Gold. Yes, there you go, Sander. Your wishes come true. Sander says hi to Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold saying, I give this channel and stream a golden light. Thank you, Mr. Gold. I appreciate that. Sander saying she feels blessed. Don't say it's hard graft. Yeah, especially food waste. It's really heavy. Oh, I can imagine. A lot of them get up early in the morning. I have a lot of respect for them. I have a lot of respect for anyone that does anything, really, that at least tries to do something. Society would not run without people doing the bins. Society, everyone has their own part to play. Doesn't matter what you do. But I think it's important to be useful and to contribute in your own way for your own life and to society. But I do understand, though, obviously things happen and you can't always do that. Not everyone can always do that. But I do believe that you can work towards something, always. The Ferl Gamer saying the stinkiest was the food waste rounds that didn't bother me. The bin juice didn't even bother me, oddly enough. Mad. We've got a little story there, actually. I remember being in theatre for the first time as a student nurse, mate, and I thought, oh, this is interesting. And then there were I think I was watching a hip replacement for the first time, and there were a shitload of blood. And I felt myself getting really hot and a bit dizzy. And I thought, oh shit, I feel like I'm going to faint, man. I felt I was going to faint. And I just, you know what I thought, right, don't be a bitch. Man up, Brad. And I just stared at the hip with all the blood. And then the hardcore, and then all the sweats went away. And then I was fine after that. And I got used to it. So I think you can get used to things sometimes. Mr. Gold's then saying, mate, all you guys, gold must be golden. Thanks again, Mr. Gold. Simon's then saying, Brad, if you move to your left more, you'll like the Christmas star is at the top of your head. Okay, then. Let's fucking... I'll try. I'm trying to get my... Don't know why you want me to do that, but I'll do it. I'm struggling. It's at the side of my head. If I just move my seat. There you go. Enjoy. I look like a... I look like something. I won't say it. Sander sending gold, dust or whatever. Ferl Gamer saying, yeah, I never got taught either. Just picked it up naturally as my dad's a musician. You see, it was on The Voice but didn't get through. Mr. C. Gennaro. Oh, did he? Does that sound Italian to me or am I wrong? Natural talent, Dawn says Ferl. That's awesome. I'm rubbish at all kinds of music. I'm shit as well, if I'm honest. I can just about play the triangle. I did try at school, but wasn't very good. No, I wasn't really good either. I was good at physical. I'm good at physical things. Music. People who are good at music, they're good at reading music. If you can read music, it's a good site. I think there's a lot of intelligence linked to reading music as well. Not that I'm an expert on music. It's a very specific skill, isn't it? Art, creating. Concentrate on that, Ferl Gamer, when you feel shit, man. You might already be doing that. Focus on that. Ferl Gamer saying, no, I have considered it, but not sure how it would work with YouTube. I only ever play covers. Yeah, because you get the copyright, maybe. Unfortunately, I've never been able to create something of my own Oh, that's easy said than done. But ask you to learn something and you will. You may have seen Gennaro on The Voice. I haven't. I don't really watch The Voice if I'm honest at Ferl Gamer, but I'll check it out. He does have his own channel on here. He got me into the guitar. That's great. He got some inspiration from that person. That's good. Ferl Gamer saying, haha. Oh yeah, I tried at school as well, but never seemed to progress. If anything made things worse at this age, so as back then we only ever hung out due to the music. Yes, to the culture of the music. And then since we got bored, that all stopped and went our separate ways. Going through the comments, guys, sorry. Sander's just laughing. Right, yeah, cheap thrill there, Sander. Enjoy. It's all good. Mr. Gold saying, Brad has the golden star. This stream is definitely golden now. Yes, it's seeping out of my skull. The final game is saying C as in Simon. Sorry, I never use C. Don't know why I said that. Oh, Simon. Sorry, I misinterpreted it. Santa saying, yay, Mr. Gold, officially golden stream. Dawn saying loads of people do covers. Yeah, they do. I'm obsessed with covers of Radiohead Creep. Yeah, it's a great tune. And Feral Gamer says, oh yeah, Creep's awesome and Stairway too easy to play now. So you must be good at it, man. You must be good at it. Look into it, baby. You could do tutorials on YouTube. I'm just coming up with ideas here, man. Something, it's just a hobby. Maybe. You've already got the hobby, but you could, I don't know, do something with it. Maybe. It's an idea. So I'll go back to the comment. I'll go back to the comments in a moment. So do you ever spend too much at Christmas time? I have done in the past. I remember some years when I was younger, I'd get fucking paid on like the 23rd of December. I would be an absolute dickhead. I'd buy loads of drugs, loads of alcohol. I'd get absolutely fucked up big time. By 27th, 28th, if I had no money left, 3-4 days, my money was all gone for the month. And then it was like, you get paid on the 23rd of December, and then you won't get paid until the 26th of January, for example. And it's like a 5 weeks, sometimes over 5 weeks with no money. Like, oh, it was awful. December, January come down. So sometimes I just blow all my money on drink and drugs and stupid shit. So yes, I have spent too much at Christmas in the past. I spend a bit now, but not as much as I used to. Not like that. So I'll move on, guys, the best I can. I've got some comments in a minute. So old emotional wounds can return. Old emotional wounds can return. Christmas can trigger childhood memories. It can. Arguments or unresolved stuff. If things are swept under the carpet and they're not dealt with, they're not communicated, then that resentment's going to still be underneath, isn't it? It's still going to be bubbling away. Arguments can occur between families sometimes, especially if there's drink involved. Old emotional wounds that haven't been dealt with, past memories and things like that aren't very nice can reoccur in some people's lives, especially if they've not been dealt with, they've not been processed in the mind. But I suppose try and remember this: you're not broken. The season just magnifies hidden emotions sometimes. I really do believe that. This season does magnify emotions a lot of the time, especially with loneliness or... Sorry, I'm a bit tired. It can. I think Christmas can magnify loneliness, especially for some people. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just going to go to the comments. Dawn saying, can you sing too? I'll have a list of requests. The Ferl Game saying, yeah, I've been trying to think about something I could do on here. There you go. And what you do, guess what? The best thing, Feral Gamer, honest to God, Like, when you first start, guess who watches you? No one. Literally. Fucking no one. Don't expect to blow up. But the beauty in it is it takes the pressure off. When you start it, you're going to do it imperfectly. It's working out the technology that you have. It's going to be imperfect, way off. But you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and get better. So you just turn up and do something, and try and enjoy the process and learn as you go along. That's what I've done. I'm not saying that's the only way to do it, but it takes the pressure off though. Don't say she'll subscribe if you do some music. What sounds stupid, Sander? What did I say? I can't remember. What sounds stupid? What have I said? Ferl Gamer saying, haha, I can, according to my dad and aunt. Thank you. He's saying thank you to Dawn. Dawn's saying, nice one. I've subscribed anyway. Oh, that's nice of you, Dawn. So, Ferl Gamer, you got a subscriber there. Don't subscribe to you. See where you go with it. No pressure. You don't have to, by the way, man. It's your life, of course, your life. But if you feel inspired, do it. Do it. What have you got to lose? A bit of time, but it'll keep you occupied. It'll keep you occupied, keep your mind off things, at least on a temporary basis, which is a good thing. And you're working towards creating something. Doesn't matter what it is, it's something. Something that, and you have your autonomy over that creation. It's yours. You do what you want with it. Mr. Gold saying, you are never lonely if you believe in Mr. Gold. Sanders going boo Mr. Gold again. Dawn's obsessed with the song Teardrop by Massive Attack. Ferl Gamer saying, haha, I'd be more comfortable in the audience. Yeah, build your confidence up. Especially if you just do an edited video. You don't have to do a live. If you do an edited video, it's strange as well. When you first video yourself and you hear yourself speak, it's weird. It's like, fucking hell, I can't. When I first did it, I thought, shit, do I really sound like that? Do I really look like that? Yeah, I got self-conscious to begin with, if I'm honest, Ferl Gamer, but the beauty is no one's watching you to begin with. It takes pressure way off. Sander saying spending money on drugs. Yeah, I was an idiot, Sander. I was a fucking dick. Sorry, I was a naughty boy. I'm not anymore. Sienna, hi Sienna. Sienna says, oh no, idea. I've no idea how I've stumbled across here, but good evening, Petals. Hi, Sienna. We're just talking, Sienna, we're just talking about a variety of things. I'm going with the comments as well. I'm talking, basically, my content today is about how Christmas can be challenging for some people, basically. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. I hope you're okay. Ferl Gamer is saying one of my favourite songs that was in the Lost Boys film. Lost Boys film was a great film, Ferl Gamer. It's something called by Tim Capello, the codpiece wearing saxophone man. I can't think of what that song is though, Ferl Gamer, but I do know that the Lost Boys film is it's an iconic film, isn't it? Kiefer Sutherland's in it, isn't he? And amongst other people. Don't saying, okay, I won't look. No worries. Don't saying that she loves the Lost Boys yet. It was a really good film. Classic 80s movie. Mr. Gold saying, Sienna, welcome to the Golden Stream. Sienna's asking how are we all this evening? Well, I'm good, thank you, Sienna. I had a busy day, late. It's late now, isn't it? For me, this is late. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good evening to you too. How was your evening is the question. Sandra says hi to Sienna. Dawn says to start going across the water and the music is so nostalgic. Yeah, it is. God, I've not seen that film for ages. It's a good film. Mr. Gold is saying I'm golden, Sienna. Thanks. Ferl Gamer says, oh yeah, I do too, mate. Hate myself on camera if I have to speak. I used to even hate having my fucking picture taken. I still do, weirdly. It's like a habit I've got. Like, fuck off, I don't want a photo taken. Leave me alone. Believe it or not. I'm surprised I'm even doing this shit. I've been doing this since December, 30th of December, 2024. I've been doing this since. Nearly a year, man. I enjoy it now, though. It's just natural. I just turn up, turn it on. It doesn't even, I don't even, honestly, God, I've become desensitized to it. It's like, whatever. I just turn up and I think, fuck it. I'm not perfect and I'm okay with it. And I just turn up and I talk about the things the best I can. It's just, if you're open, honest, be real, you've nothing to hide then, you're good to go. Takes the pressure off. Mr. Goldie say, spending blessings to Sienna. Ferl Gamer saying it's called I Still Believe. I didn't know that. He's just named the song there, Dawn. Sanders saying Golden Evening. Sienna saying I'm not organised for Christmas at all. Haha. Why have you not bought the presents yet, Sienna? Have you not done it yet? I do all mine online now. It's so much easier, man. Oh, just click, 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 and it's fucking done. Happy days. I hate shopping. I don't enjoy shopping most of the time. I find it soul destroying. I know some people love it, but me personally not, especially at Christmas when it's really, really busy. I find it really stressful, especially at Christmas. Senna saying that's the sad thing when you grow up. I feel that the magic is lost. Yeah. Well, yeah, Sienna. Yeah, when you're young, it's all new to you, and you're caught up in it all. The whole Father Christmas thing. Yeah, it doesn't. It loses that. It loses that feel. I think you can recreate that. Maybe not the same way because the world was different then, Sienna, back in when you were younger. When I was younger, let's say, it was a different world then. That world's not here anymore. It's a different world now. Obviously, we're older now as well. And you do lose it. I get it, Sienna. So that nostalgia can give you a bit of sadness sometimes, a little bit mild sadness. It does with me. I understand that. Thanks for sharing, by the way, Sienna. Sienna says, nope, it's not lost with me. Sandra's more optimistic with it. Sandra loves Christmas, though. I know you do. I know you love it. You love it a lot more than I do. I enjoy it. I make the most of it because it's there. And I think, let's go with it. Try and make the most of it. But, and obviously, I'm being a bit cynical on here tonight, if I'm honest. But Sandra loves it a lot more than I do. Mr. Gold saying the magic is never lost if you believe in the Mr. Gold, Sienna. Sienna, Mr. Gold is all about the gold, literally, by the way. Sienna's then saying, Sienna, Sienna then says, it's been pretty chill, thank you. Chilled out, thank you. It was working early and I've done very little this eve. Yeah, we're working earlier too, Sienna. What kind of work do you do, by the way? Don't say I want to watch it now, Lost Boys. It's a good film. That's not a bad idea. Ferl Gateway is laughing. Don't say hello to Sienna. Sandra goes, Mr. Gold, exactly. Sienna says hello to Dawn. Mr. Gold says, Goldmas is my favourite time of year, and the golden lights and stars shining bright and golden. You're all about the light. Spreading the light, spreading the love. It's all good. Watch it, Dawn, the Ferl Gamer says. I might, to be honest. I've not seen that film for years. I remember watching it when I was a kid and I fucking loved it. It's got that guy out of Bill. Do you remember Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with Keanu Reeves? The other guy that's in it, he's in it as well. Bill and Ted. Do you remember Bill and Ted? The other actor. I forgot the name. I don't know if it's Bill or Ted. He's in it as well. I forgot the actor's name because he's not that famous anymore. Sienna's saying, I bought nothing, but I've got a week off of work, so Get out there and get what I need. Yeah, get it done, Sienna. I did mine last Friday on the fucking online. I just thought I'm not going to the shops. I knew what I was getting as well. I thought, fuck that. Click, click, click. In an hour and a half, I've done it. The Ferl Gamer is saying the magic is definitely lost. So the Ferl Gamer is agreeing with what Sienna's kind of saying. The magic is definitely lost. Oh, try and recreate a little bit of it if you can find it, if you can look for it. It's appreciating little things, appreciating anything, even if it's just a nice meal or being around someone that you love. It's appreciating the little things. That can give you, maybe it won't give you the whole thing back, but it'll give you a little bit of it, which is a good, I know it's, he keeps saying this, don't I? Easier said than done, but that's if you want to do that. Don't say I hate shopping unless it's horsey stuff. I could be in Harry brought or a pet shop for hours, but I hate buying food or clothes. Yeah. Clothes shopping kills me more. Food shopping I'm okay with because I think I need to do it, but I try to go when it's not busy. I try to go, if I go on a Sunday, I try not to go on a Sunday because every man and the dog is there, which is fucking annoying, being around loads of people. And I try to avoid Saturdays. I try to do Saturday night or Friday night. It's cheaper, less people, less problems. I said saying you're a 90s baby. All right, cool. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 82. Yeah, I'm 43, by the way. Jenny's asking what is everyone doing at Christmas. I'm going to my mum and dad's. That's where I'm going. Sandra's saying it's because some people get brought down by life. I think we all do, Sandra, sometimes. I have done. And therefore, you feel that the magic is lost. Yeah, like a bit of hopelessness can occur, but it's the mentality behind it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder, isn't it, really? If you look for the good, it'll be there. If you look for the bad, it'll be there. If you look for the good, you're right. If you look for the bad, you're right. It depends on which way you look at things. Perspective, isn't it? I agree with that, Sander. The Ferl Gamer says, and my stepdad stopped bothering with either our birthdays and Christmas presents, etc. He steals valuables if he's in the flat on his own, including cash. We have to hide our possessions. Ferl Gamer sounds like a right dickhead. Not you, but him. Sounds like a fucking bellend. That's not good. It's really not good. I'll keep my voice down a little bit because I don't want to be too loud. Sorry. So basically, it's a thieving person. It's a thieving cunt, by the sounds of it. Sorry to swear, guys, but I'm trying to explain what the Ferl Gamer is on about there. Why is your mum still with him? Does she still love him? Is she scared of being on her own? These might be personal questions. Why is she still with him? He's a thief and he's abusive, and he's not. It doesn't sound, by the sounds of it, you're not painting a good picture of this person. Stealing valuables. To steal off your own family is disgusting. To threaten not to pay the rent is disgusting. He sounds like a piece of shit, by the way, Ferl Gamer. He sounds like a cunt. And why is your mum still with him? I bet you're asking yourself that question, though. I'm sorry to hear that. You're having a barbecue. Oh, good one. Are you still being, actually, question, Dom, what are you eating for Christmas, by the way, on Christmas Day? Are you still going to be carnivore? Is the question. Are you going to have a few drinks as well? And how do you find, sorry, question for you, Dawn, please answer this if you can. When you drink red wine, you drink red wine sometimes or whatever you drink, when you're drinking, how does it affect your meat-only diet? To try and stop it, Ferl Gamer says, to try and stop him stealing our shit. That's awful. Awful, mate. You need to move away from that. I know you already know this, man, but you and your mum need to live together, Ferl Gamer, away from that person, man. Sienna saying, I work in the funeral industry. Wow, that's interesting, Sienna. Wow, that is interesting. Embalming and things like that, is it? Is the question. Not that I'm an expert on the funeral industry, but it's interesting. Important work as well. Not for everybody, that is it, Sienna? I think you've got to have a certain constitution to be able to do that. But I think it's a very important thing. It's very helpful towards people as well. An admirable vocation, I would say. Ferl Gamer says, so the atmosphere here is pretty bleak. No decorations, no nice food, no presents, all in our own rooms, all separate. That's an odd dynamic. Have you ever spoke to your mum about changing the situation, Ferl Gamer, or is it not open for discussion? Santa's saying, oh, funerals. Yeah, it's it could be deemed to be a sort of topic, but it's still a job that needs doing. Absolutely. Ferl Gamer, Santa says the Ferl Gamer, create your own atmosphere, make the nice food, put up decorations, and buy some small presents as best as you can. Create something, no matter how simple it is. Saying, I think I'll do the same. Let Amazon do the majority of the work. Snap, that's what I did. But I'll head out to get some festive spirit. I like that, Sienna. Good for you. Good for you. That's positive. Yeah, to get out and about, Christmas markets, get a feel of it. I get it. If you go somewhere nice, it's even better. Mr. Gold saying, yes, Sandra, that's golden advice. Sienna then says, Sandra, you're such a little ball of positive energy, such a beautiful soul. Oh, that's nice of you to say, Sienna. Sandra will love that. It's very kind of you to say. Sandra's then saying, thanks, Mr. Gold. Never lose hope and faith. Absolutely. Sandra's saying, oh, thank you, Sienna. That's very kind. You're lovely too. So don't saying good plan, Sienna. Fucking good old Amazon. And then I suppose once you've got all the presents, all the pressure's off then, and then you can go out and go to the Christmas markets without having to think about to buy presents because that's already achieved, isn't it? Jenny says, thank you, Petal. That's very kind. Santa's showing an array of flowers there. Ferl Gamer saying, I agree. Perspective. It's all perspective. I'm silly sometimes, Ferl Gamer. I'm guilty of this. Listen to this. I'm a dick sometimes. I've got a nice life and whatever, which I've created though. It took years to. I used to take drugs. I used to drink. And it took me a long time to come away from that and then achieve what I've achieved. I'm not like achieving amazing things, but I've done a lot better for myself. I'm in a better place than I was a long time ago. I had a point in my life where I felt like I had no hope. Believe it or not. I'm losing my train of thought here. Shit. But yeah, it's about perspective, man. It's all about perspective. And sorry, yeah, what was my point? Sometimes I worry about things that are really silly, that are really, really small. And I beat myself up about really, really small things sometimes. And therefore my perspective at that moment when I'm thinking about those things isn't the best. So I try and snap myself out of it. I don't know if anyone else is guilty of that silly shit, but that's what I do sometimes. Yorick saying, Mr. Gold, can you say one sentence without saying having gold involved in it? Good question, Yorick. Santa said, why would he? He's Mr. Gold. Yorick says, saying he's only joking, Mr. Gold. It's your thing. Love it. Stay golden. Santa's then saying, believe and he'll appear. So Dawn saying you have a barbecue on Christmas Day. Yeah, that's amazing. Barbecue meat is amazing. Yorick saying, did I make Mr. Gold disappear? Yorick's crying because Mr. Gold's gone. Sorry. Santa says, I love a barbecue. I do too. It's fucking outstanding. It's the best way to have meat. Simple as. Santa saying Yorick. Yorick saying, I was kidding, Mr. Gold. Sorry, guys. Doing my best here. What time are we on now? I'm going to have to go soon because I've got work tomorrow, man. I've got work, got shit to do, mate. I'd love to be on here longer. Let me just quickly, so do the best I can. Right. Permission to feel how you feel. I just want to say this before, and then we'll go through the comments in a moment. You don't have to fake joy. Don't fake it. Don't have the 50p smile. If you're pissed off, you're pissed off. It's okay. Express it. Be real. You're allowed a quiet Christmas as well. You might not want to be around all your fucking family at Christmas. You might not want to do fuck all at Christmas. You might just want to sit there and do nothing. That's okay. There's all this pressure, this magical day. And if you want to have that magical day or whatever it is, be your family or whatever it is, that's okay, that's fine. But if you want to have a quiet Christmas, you have a fucking quiet Christmas. And don't feel bad about it or guilty about it or peer pressured about it. It's okay. This space is for real people. These are real conversations. These are imperfect conversations, but they're real conversations. And there's no perfection required. Anyway, I'll go back to the comments. The real Ferl game is saying only. Sorry, noise is going off. Ferl game is saying only together as she can't pay the rent and is in no position to get a job mentally or physically, as she has her own ongoing physical health condition with her back that she's had since she was 13, 14. So she feels emotionally, financially tied to this person, basically. Hence, the dynamic continues. Feels dependent upon the sorry about the noise. Feels dependent upon that situation. Sanders saying, Yorick, say you believe and he will appear. Sienna says, no, sorry. Misinterpreted you, Sienna, sorry. I work in a crematorium. I did work for a funeral directors before, but I couldn't afford the embalming course. Wow, does that cost a lot of money? What do you do at the crematorium then, Sienna? What do you do there? I don't know much about it, if I'm honest. Sienna, it's very niche, isn't it? But it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. Don't say I still drink red wine, but it hits really hard on carnivore and it ruins your superhuman feeling the next morning. But I love the red wine with meat. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, you're going to get a bit of a hangover, basically, by the sounds of it. Sienna's just embalming, she's saying, just probably a misspell. And Mr. Gold back, he's saying, it's okay, Oric, stay blessed with gold. As Sandra's saying, yay, Mr. Gold. Yeah, we're now on the housing register, but keep bidding and get nowhere. And the tenancy agreement is now up. So come January or the end of, we will be on the street, I expect. What the? You've spoken to the organisations and the council. No one wants to help. They can't just kick you out, mate. You need to live somewhere. She can't mentally deal with this shit. I often don't sleep to make sure I can hear her breathing. As she said she doesn't want to wake up. Oh, mate. And if you're around that feral gamer, sorry, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that. Her words are then going to be her words and her feelings. You're going to absorb. You sound like you're very empathetic. You have a lot of empathy. You're a very understanding person by what I'm gauging from you, from what you've been writing about throughout this live. And you're going to soak up all that energy potentially, and you're going to have that kind of that's going to affect you personally, understandably, especially if you're under the same roof, especially if it's your mum. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. By the sounds of it, that's probably your biggest worry, isn't it? Not having anywhere to live, man. Sienna saying the feral gamer, that's devastating to hear. I agree, Sienna. I can't imagine the pressure and strain you must be under. No, not easy at all. Kind of saying the feral gamer, oh man, that sounds really rough. I'm so sorry to hear all of this. I suppose you need the right person. You need the right. I don't know how it works, that type of world, but how you need the right person to listen to your case. You need the right person to listen to your case. How do you achieve that? I don't know. I maybe need to look into that. Does anyone else know how you would improve that situation? If you've already tried to find housing somewhere else. Don't say, dude, that sounds hard, but keep going. One day you're going to be so proud of what you've got through, and you will be made tougher. You'll be made of tougher stuff than most. Yes. Hard times create strong men or women or whatever they do. Easy times. You've heard this before. Easy times, good times create soft people, weak people. Hard times create strong people. And when you come through it, you get through it. So yeah, saying well done for you turning things around. That's so powerful. I don't think that's relating to myself or to someone else. Yeah, I'm not the same person I used to be. I think the core of me was the same. But my behaviours, I was a dick, Sienna. I was a fucking dick. Sorry, I was. That was bad. Teddy's saying, what the fuck? Hi, Teddy, how are you? He's saying hi. Hi, Teddy. Ferl's again saying it's bleak. Thank you for the support, everyone. No worries, Ferl Gaming. Thanks for sharing your story, man. Keep trying. Don't give up. Can you not use Chat GPT and then type that into Chat GPT, your situation, what you've done, and ask Chat GPT to guide you? And I know that sounds silly, thinking, I'm asking AI to guide me. I think it can help you. Because AI is like PhD level in everything, isn't it? It's fucking smart as hell. It's basically Google on steroids. Type it in and then see what it advises you to do to get out of your situation. Ferl Gamer, please try that. You might have already tried this. Have you used ChatGPT? And if you haven't, please fucking use it and type in your problem specifically and what you've attempted to do and what to do next with regards to not becoming homeless. Do it. That's my 2 p's worth, of course. Do what you want with that. Mr. Gold saying, hi Teddy, welcome to the golden stream. Don't say my freezer's full of T-bone steaks, tomahawks, chateaubriand, or however you want to spell it. Other big steaks. Sounds delicious. Sounds really nice. You'll keep on as long as your mum does. Yeah, be there for you. I'm sure you're already there for your mum, and she's there for you. You two need to stick together, Ferl Gamer, and find a way out of that and navigate it. Why don't you focus on finding a place for you two? Focus on that. ChatGPT to help guide you with that. You'll have to achieve it yourself in a lot of ways, but how to achieve that, what to do. And be like a dog with a bone. Be like a dog with a bone with it and tell them your situation. Maybe even ham it up. It's already a bad situation. Maybe just say it as it is. But sometimes you've got to ham it up a bit and fight your corner because no one else is going to do it for you. You've got to do it. You've got to fight your corner. No one's going to do it for you. Don's saying, I'm looking forward to giving Scrappy his presents. He loves all the Amazon parcels, so he's going to love it. Yeah, there you go. Fucking crazy. The Ferl Gamer then says, yep, and it's almost like he has a leash over her. Yeah, he's controlling, mate. He's controlling. I'm sorry. Some people are just awful, mate. They really are, Ferl Gamer. Some people are awful. Scrappy, that's the Jack Russell. I love Jack Russells. They're amazing. They're amazing dogs. Teddy says hi again. Hi, Teddy. Hi, Teddy again. I'm getting a bit tired, guys. Don saying, Brad, you will be pissed after one glass if you go straight from strict carnivore to drinking at Christmas. No jokes. Yeah, I probably will. I'll be smashed. Like saying, why is that, Dawn? Does the body break down alcohol when on carnivore? Does it drink that? Sorry. To get this drunk more quickly. We should start and go fund for me for Ferl Gamer. Sending love and respect. That's very kind, Sander. Kind idea. Dawn saying your systems for getting rid of all toxins don't have to work so hard, so they get to chill out. So sugar and alcohol really affect you. I bet they do. Yep, I bet they do. Because your body's not ready for it either. Poor Brad is tired and wants end stream to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep. I really do. I like to. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to go. It's past 11. I've got to be up. I've got shit to do tomorrow. I've got tomorrow. My accent coming out there. I'm not going to read the rest of the comments. I'll read one more. Sorry. Ferl Gamer saying, really hoping things turn around, and she takes around 13 to 16 prescriptions a month, like diazepine, opiates, and the hardest legal drugs they do, which is another concern. She's not in a great place by the sounds of it, mate. Ideally, you get your own place, just you and her, without that dickhead. Work on. You've got to fight your own corner. You've got to fight your own corner. If you don't do it, no one's going to do it. You've got to fight your own corner. You've got to find a way. And that means hounding people, wear your dog with a bone, ringing up people up every day, writing letters every day, sending emails every day. Find the right people to write these emails to. CC other people in there. Keep at them and at them and at them and at them. Don't give up. That's the kind of thing that you'd have to do to get your own place. By the sounds of it, a ChatGPT will give you the right, will help you with the avenues you need to go down. It'll give you the information. Potentially. That's the idea. Anyway, sorry, I'll go through it quickly. You've never considered it. Give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. I think it's going to help you. And then act on it. Follow it through. You don't want to. Do you want to be homeless? No, you don't. Do you want to have your own place? Yes, you do. Do you want to be away from? Oh, she's been with me for years, though, hasn't she? I don't know how to solve that problem. But if it's just you and her, it might be a little bit better, a bit nicer. Maybe heal a little bit more. Good night, Sanders saying. Good night to you, Mr. Gold. Good night to Ferl Gamer. Good night to Yorick. Good night to Dawn. Good night to Ferl Gamer. Thanks, people. Good night to. Sorry, I forgot. Bloody hell. Good night to Teddy. Good night to Sienna and anyone else that's watched or joined. Thank you for watching me today. I'll be back at 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So back at 10 o'clock in the morning, Sunday, UK time. Thanks for your time. Excuse me. I need some sleep, man. Keep looking after each other. Keep working towards whatever you're working towards. Don't fucking give up. It's not the end. It's not the end. Just keep going. Thank you for your time and goodbye. Yeah, see you on Sunday, Ferl Gamer. Bye.